Oops, left that go a little too long. Really don't like the long opening. And you guys don't either, according to my... Maybe not you guys, but YouTube people don't. So, for now, I believe, yeah, I can drop out the certificate manager stuff. And just update my title real quick. We'll probably start with just doing a little bit of Docker stuff because it makes the most sense. Although, let me see something. You. That doesn't make sense. I'll deal with it later. I was thinking I would drop all this stuff off because you guys don't need any of this. It doesn't add anything, but yeah, no big deal. Let's make you big and tall. Do I have Docker desktop on here? Because that would be funny. Nope. Figured that would be a good place to start. But you know, it's something we haven't done in a little bit, at least since last week. Let's see if how our ant colony's doing. Maybe. Man, I heard that this just came out of beta. It's a fun game. And I think we're even updating the Xbox version. Anyway. Yeah, I spent a good amount of time playing this game. Automating a soundtrack in Factorio. Ooh, I want to try that too. Maybe that'll be one of my, when I make a gaming channel. Maybe I'll do a RimWorld section. Creeps. Now the question is the thing even still running? We'll find out. Together. We don't need a server because we got a server. Uh-oh. Oops, we don't want that one. We want this one. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. I don't know if this app can handle that. Let's go to... No, you are in... Yeah, you're not in prod services yet. Part forwarding. 4.3. Did I do the stupid again? It's localhost. 433. Yeah, I must just connected or collected the wrong one. Yeah, we know. Ooh, that center's getting big. These guys aren't doing anything. I'm actually curious what this guy, because I think this is the only actual bot, whereas these are just like NPCs. So I'm curious how it's gonna happen where this guy runs into those guys. How's this room doing? Holy cow. I didn't even check to see what is it on, like time wise. We are at 681,466 and only 4 owned rooms that aren't the invader. That's kind of crazy. It's fun to watch. I wonder if I should try and respawn somewhere just to try, because it seemed like it wasn't doing anything until I put myself in a room, at which point the invaders started invading. So maybe I try and put myself like here. Oh, I wonder if I have to exit again. Oh, wait, no. I think I had it. Can I put one here? That's not what I want. I want this. Oh, it's probably red because I'm too close. This is probably going to be too close as well. It's not a flag. View plane. Oh, I have to respawn. There we go. Can I respawn here? That's their entrance, so if I go there, there we go. Cool. Let's see if that triggers them. It's like leaving food in the corner. Cool. We'll check on it tomorrow. Probably. If I remember. Someone just saw a mountain lion near here. Stay inside. Do not let yourself get mountain lioned. Alright, so what we found out yesterday is that we just need to trick this into installing a gem at startup. We can try and do that with a sidecar, or we can try and do it with a custom image. Right now, I'm looking at custom image. But, you know what? I haven't really done anything with sidecars, so let's see. How do you go about defining a sidecar in Helm? Because it's got that area for it. A sidecar helm. Yeah, cool. Actually, Can a sidecar install a gem file? How about that? So in theory, I should be able to just create a custom gem folder and then install it from there, right? And then just mount it from the same place. In theory, but that's not what I'm looking for. How can I sign? Let's see. Sidecar or init. Let's see, which one do we want? Okay, I understand the differences. The init container runs before. And I think the problem was that it is running before because it's not able to do anything in the image. So, nope. Yeah, so I need to do a sidecar. I definitely need to do a sidecar. So, helm sidecar. I know what it is. Maybe I'm using the wrong. Oh, here we go. Okay, try to pull your own sidecar. This is specifically for airflow, though, I think. So it should just be name image this, and then I probably just have it run that command, right? So let's go to this. We're going to go here. Let's look at this. Part of me wants to use this opportunity to take it out of Helm because of stuff like this. Like, it's cool that I'm learning how to do this in Helm, in my mind. But I'm learning how to do this in Helm. I'm not learning how to do this in K8s. K8s? Whatever you want to call it. Why am I doing it this way? There we go. So if I do sidecars and I go boom, boom, name, installer, image, let's just go, we need a, like Debian Ruby, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So image would be Ruby. Slim bullseye. Oop, I don't want a space there. And then image pull policy, probably want always. Now, if this runs that, well, let's just go with this, see what happens. Because frankly, I'm curious. Is this just going to error out? Is this going to fail? What's going to happen here? No sidecar. So what's going to happen there is nothing. Cool. Maybe I need to get rid of that. I mean, I figured that's what that means, right? If it's restarting now. Oh, right, because I have that stupid... Well, that's fine. Because, I mean, that's the entire purpose of this, is that we just don't have the ability to see or to push this install. Fine, let's just get rid of it. And find the right PVC. Two zero. Is there? There's some way that I can just make a temp dirt here rather than copying it back and forth. I need to move Redmine checklists to okay. Now hopefully this should start. But while we're waiting on that, we need to figure out why it didn't start another container. The sidecar's only in the mail receiver, because that would suck. Looks like they are. Oops. There are two spaces. Okay, there we go. It's because I put it in the wrong place. Ah. Stop doing that. All right, let's try that. Yemen. Where are you? Did that not count as enough of an upgrade? Did I get to the deployment at least? Status that I need to look at, huh? Don't care about volumes. Containers, Redmine. That's it. Okay. That didn't do anything. Nothing. Okay. Why? It's looking more and more like sidecars doesn't matter. I'm going to guess the Helm chart just kind of ignores that, and that's a default thing that was added in. But for the sake of argument, let's check out the bitnami. Sidecars. Additional sidecar containers. To the Redmine pod. So I know init containers start and then die off. Do sidecars not look like that? Because I honestly haven't screwed with sidecars. Let's go back to the old school. I'm curious what this is going to do. I hope it doesn't crash me. Boom. All right. Checking dev services for what? Sidecars? No, this isn't dev services. We need checking Redmine for pods. No, right. Dash N. I need get. So checking the Redmine namespace. We are getting pods. There's only one. I don't think this is starting it, folks. Well, there's a lot of stuff to get. Ingress, jobs, limit, namespaces, nodes. So there's pods. Okay, there's no subset of pods or anything like that. Maybe because I didn't give it a command. Sidecars, yeah, good, it runs afterwards. Do I just need to throw a command in there? Hey, wait a minute. Why isn't it there anymore? And why is it here again? Alright, I'm not going to risk stepping on myself here. Let me go back to releases. We're going to upgrade. This one. Okay. Run it like that. Ah, okay. So it's just continuing the fun of being installed in the wrong place by not reloading or something. But why are you, oh, okay. I was gonna say, why are you crashing now? Including waiting. Which one's failing? Probably installer. Oh, okay. No. Why are you crashing? Or why are you saying you're crashing? It's gotta be, yeah, okay, installer is the one it's in a waiting state because I don't have it doing anything. Clear as mud, clear as mud. All right, so now I need it to do something. And then what? I mean, go away? I kind of need it to just go away. Which is what you want an init container to do. But the init container needs the other thing running. Is this going to be as simple as... Well, I have the page open. Oh, and I almost forgot. We've got to keep track of these things. This is where I'm looking. And I'm also looking at here again. Got to go in the notes. I've got to keep track of this stuff. Got to be better about it. Yeah, it does have init containers. It's got a capital C in there, but that's about it. Which means it's in here probably somewhere already. Yeah, there we go. So let's see. If I Nope, that's not what I wanted. If I go back to my sidecar, we're going to copy pasta this. Put you back. Go to init containers. I'm going to paste you in here, and we're going to have a command be run. Funny enough, I saved my note, but where did I save it? Only on my YouTube channel. Which reminds me. Oh, hey, good thing I checked. Just in Stream Mania. I'm actually learning K8s through kind of a mix of OpenLens and just Kubi control, and then honestly just reading the docs. How's it going? Sorry for the delay. I just kind of popped open my chat screen. I didn't even realize I'd closed it. Where are we going? No, pause. We don't need multiple music. Okay, so this is what we need. We need bundle install and that. You're learning Linux overall. Linux is fun. Honestly, for me, a gateway drug was Mac OS, and starting to realize that you can do a lot more if you have full access. Oh wow. One of the places I've never been. A couple of my cousins had been out there. The farthest I got was a little outside of Hong Kong into the China side of things. So Mongolia's more like northern China, closer to Russia, right? Showing my geography here, or lack thereof. All right, the command. So you doing that just as part of school, or are you doing it just general interest, or what's your end goal there? Hobby, yeah. I did do this a little bit for work at one time, but even before that, I was doing this sort of stuff. I mean, if you look, my nodes are not exactly powerhouses. Why aren't you showing data? Oh, there we go. There we go. Got about 4 gigs on each one of them. Just converted Mac Minis through raw Debian on them, and I've got a controller that's a Raspberry Pi, and a couple of streams back I added this guy in, which is just a NVIDIA TX1 development board. It's not 100% working, but it does what I want it to do for now. Why does it not say ready, though? Ah, that's a different rabbit hole. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole just yet. Let me grab the whole things that worked, so I can just close this. And I gotta remember to edit that. It's a Raspberry Pi 4. I think it was an 8 gig. I think it's got more than the... No, it's a 4 gig. Well, now I'm curious. Oops. There you go. Yep, 4 gig. 4 cores, 4 gigs. I mean, it really doesn't take a whole lot for the controller, especially if you put a taint on it so that it won't schedule things directly. So, like, yes, it's using most of the memory, but that's just most of the memory. It doesn't really matter. CPU usage on it's really low. I mean, there's just not a whole lot going on there. Well, there is a whole lot going on, but it's not too intensive. I hope at some point is to get a second one just so I have dual controllers, but... Why are you tainted? I keep looking at it and now it's bugging me. Oops. That is okay. Taints. No, it just says not ready. Okay. I wonder if I had to reboot. There's something I gotta add. I gotta make it so that the bot can queue that stuff. If someone joins in, they can just say, hey bot, what's the server looking like? Or what's the cluster looking like? That'd be fun. Where was I? That's the logs. Okay. I'm in here. My init containers went away again. You know what? Let me do all this in text editor, and then I can just add it later. That seems to work a little better. Because this thing keeps trying to refresh. I'll put you back. And we want to go to init containers. All right. And it's back. I wonder if I pushed an update to it. I still need to figure that out. At least recognizing the cores now. I wonder why it's not finding the disk. Again, different rabbit hole for a different day. Alright, so we have init containers, boom boom. We want okay, let's see how this gets laid out. Just do comma separated, I guess, and in quotes. Okay. Let's do it the easy way. I'm just going to do sh -c print working directory. And we'll see what that does. I mean, in theory, that should just say whack, right? Where did that go? So if I wanted to do 2, it's got while true, do this. Okay, so that's got it all. That's basically writing the script. Wait, command or commands? Command. Actually, you know, I don't know. Can I string these? Or do I have to do it twice? I think I have to do... I think I just need to bundle those together, but... Ooh, what's the matter? Yeah, it doesn't like that there's 2 of them. Alright, well, we'll start here, see what happens. Oh, interesting, you're flapping. That's even worse. No, stop looking at it. If I keep looking at it, this whole thing's gonna change and I'm gonna be working on that. Okay. I don't know what I expected. That's exactly what I expected, and that's what I got. Shocked and amazed. Okay, so that's... if I do... Actually, that'll probably be more useful. Although I have to wait for this to finish first. There are some routing features to it, yes. If you're dealing with the network portion of it. So one of the things that took me a long time to kind of wrap my head around, and it's really simple when you think about it, is the pod to container relationship. The pods are essentially like just a group of containers that are all running on the same shared hardware, I guess is the best way to put it. So they're instantly networked to each other from via localhost. They share the same file systems. They share basically everything. So in most cases, and that's why I'm doing this, or trying to do this the way I'm trying to do it, I'm validating that this init container can actually see the file system on this container before it's started up, so that hopefully I can make a change to it, downloading a gem so that I can run a Redmine plugin. So there's some networking functionality there, but there's also just a lot of sharing of various services. The routing portion actually really comes into play when you go between namespaces, because then you start getting into the DNS and IP addressing and all of that, where it's no longer just everything's pointing at localhost. You have to remember the naming convention that goes out via namespace. So like for me, it switches over to a service that you have to expose, which in this case would be Redmine. And then if I were trying to reach it outside, I would be contacting the pod name, Redmine, with the number, or, sorry, badly explaining this. You can access the pod name, which would be this.pod.cluster.local, or a service which points to that pod.service.svc.cluster.local, and then the port that you've exposed via this service. And that all gets defined in the deployment, which creates the pods, and the pods create the containers. Does that make sense? Yeah, it is really cool how it's just you're stepping down through the layers to get to each thing, and it's all available. It's kind of a security nightmare, because in theory each item has the ability to reach to another item, but you can take care of that a lot with service accounts. If you make service accounts specifically for your namespace and you only give them access to your namespace, then the only parts that get weird are the logging portions. And if you try to do the logging from outside in its own namespace, as long as no one gets into your logging namespace, you're probably fine. Probably. I mean, from that perspective, yeah, a lot like VLAN. Like it's all out there. There's actually a really cool, do I still have it installed on here? There was a really cool thing that I found that basically runs like Wireshark, but for Kubernetes. I think it was a Helm chart. What were you? It was it kubeshark? Yeah, that was it. Really neat. Unfortunately, cloud only, but it really just grabs everything that's going on. You have to give it way too much access, but it's cool to watch. And you find little errors in your cluster pretty easily with it. And for individual use, I think they give you like 2 million API calls per month, so some ridiculous number. So like you can't run it for the entire month, but just for spot checking different things, you can easily do it. It's nice. And one of the things that I did actually before I started building this cluster is I just did it all in VirtualBox. I may still have them here too. Yeah. So basically I did a OPN sense box, and I gave that access to the outside network and then created internal network ports for it that these cluster, or that the quote unquote cluster could connect to. And then basically you've built a cluster in a box that you can screw around with. You can use your snapshotting. So if you break something, just roll it back. Like if you are hesitant about buying some cheap hardware to throw together a cluster and learn, do it this way. It's 100% doable. And I mean, this running on 4 gigs of RAM, and I think I gave it 3 processors. And that's the compute node, and then the worker, or that's the manager node, and then you have the worker node. I only gave it 2, and I gave it less memory. It was a lot of fun, taught me a whole lot, but stuff like this will definitely help you with the networking side of things. I wish that this was a thing when I first started looking at this. Grab that, throw it in the notes. And open lens was, yeah, oh yeah, there it is. Now it's there. Of course, now it's there. So now what I want this to do is what I'm hoping to see here is a folder called bitnami. Okay, so it doesn't give me the bitnami folder. All right, so then do I need to just, I think I'm just going to need to make a custom image, and I don't like doing that. Because I don't want to export these off. You go away. We can get rid of you. Nope. Okay. Good. All right. This is also something I would highly recommend as you get into Kubernetes, just in general. Get used to Git or some sort of version control. your router has 2 gig of RAM. I mean, that's a lot for a router, but is it, it's just a hardware router that you got? I've done at this point, I've gone through using servers for routers, back to using appliances, back to using servers. I flip-flop back and forth, but anytime I do anything virtual, I definitely use OPN Sense. I just understand the UI far more than I do most of the other ones that I've attempted. But like I said, 2 gig of RAM, you can work in it. I mean, just lower that down. I think K8s, which is the chopped down version, can run way lower than that even. And you can do it the same way, just virtualize it out. What was I doing? Oh yeah. This is going to be a feature. We're going to do custom Redmine. Start with just a basic Docker file. So from, and what we want is Redmine. I'm going to, now forewarning, this part, if you're used to using Docker, you're going to be screaming at your screen and hating me because I'm terrible with Docker commands still. Yeah, that's basically what I need. I need this. I need to run. But I don't want jump. Oh, I do, don't I? I want bundle install. And I need the specific one for Redmine up. Do I have to do gem install Redmine up? I think I do. Copy, install. That's not useful. Install should. Okay. Now I'm just curious. Let's pop a shell in there. And then I think it's, no, it's in the other one. No. Specifically looking for the scripts folder, which I thought was in here. Oops. Issue templates. Oh, okay. There should be a post install, right? Post install. I thought I saw that folder at some point. I'm just remembering things incorrectly. I swear I saw that script in here somewhere. Nope. I guess I'm wrong. Who knows? Yesterday was a blur of folders and files. All right, so I need to go back to the Docker file. So what we have, we don't want bundle install. I need it to, man, I'm gonna have to grab the plugins and do that. Can I run something after everything else? After startup. So from WMA, blah, 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 run this expose. But I don't want that to be the entry point. Because the entry point's expected to continue running, I thought. It would end in run script account, okay. Yeah, it's supposed to continue running, but that's not what I want. I guess I just add it into the existing. Except I believe if I go to Docker Hub, and I look at Redmine, and so grab that one. Oh great, it just flattens. That's not useful. You're really not going to give me any of the layers? Right. To their GitHub we go then. Oops. Wait, this is their Helm charts. I don't think this is what I want. Their containers. Let's reduce Redmine. There we go. Let's look at their Docker. Okay, that doesn't have it. There we go. Okay, so they have a command right afterwards. What are they running from? I wonder if I could just copy all of this and then just change the bits that I want. Let's see why not, right? So if I go back here and I look at this is Postgres version. This is them pulling their own Postgres, okay. They pull Redmine. And then it's all environment variables. So really I should be able to just use this. What do they have here? Oh, that's interesting. They're just copying and pasting as well. Well, you know what? There we go. VMware acquired them. Okay. Oh boy. So if VMware acquired them, and then VMware itself was acquired by a company that's trying to close source everything, this may not be a resource for much longer. That's kind of an interesting... So if I do this, and we go back here, and instead of using theirs, go all the way back here. So let's pull a different, they're pulling bookworm, so that's not what I wanted. So if I do this instead, not going to change anything else yet. I think I need a library. I think I am going to need does that work? Whoops. Cached pages. All right, let's just do this because that should be enough. Reading that correctly? Docker.io. Okay. Repository does not exist. All right, what do you pull from then? Okay, so it is library/Debian. Fine. Docker.io, librarian. That's resolve source. Try that again. I'm going to have to start using my fail counter again. Docker.io/bitnami. Let's just do this. We want just plain old bookworm. This one. It's just a link to it. That's all I want. All right, when I did Docker pull. Pulling from library/Debian. Is it because I'm doing it this way? Nope. Okay. And that is because of, at least I move forward. That wants me to copy this, which has the scripts. Wow. And say what you will, but these guys put way too much work into something that should be fairly simple. And it's good. A lot gets done because of it. Part of me wants to... Let's see. Is anyone else doing Redmine that isn't? Yeah. It actually seems way more straightforward. Who is this? And why do I see them pushing? That's got to be an app or something, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. It's like, why are they also pushing Redmine? You know what? I am gonna do it. Well, let me go back here. So I do still run into the same issue of installing the gem afterwards. So I've got the servers, got the username and password, that's fine. Plugins migrate. Okay. Wonder if these are still exposed in the Bitnami version. Wow, because this definitely seems to be more updated too. So wait, this is the Docker official image. That's the green one. I need the open source. I just Redmine up. Okay, so there's only those 4, so it's not included. Verified publishers, just Bitnami. And then there's the official. I do feel like I should be using the Docker official instead of Bitnami. Especially with the things that have been happening. Well, this stream is about to change. So let me this is annoying me to no end. My screen's got messed up again. You guys can't see it right now, but if you remember, I was fighting with this yesterday. Note, we're gonna say I've got to edit you real quick. Just be a second. You can go away. You can go right there. And you will be right back. All right, let's do this. So first things first, we're not going to care about this anymore. We're going to change branch. I'm going to have to commit these changes though. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted. All right. I don't remember if anything changes. Nothing. Okay, good. So first there, we need a feature Redmine. We want we're going to put it in what? What? Did I already try this? Don't tell me I already tried this. Oh no, because that's all bitnami stuff still. This is just me copying and pasting. Okay. Oops. I have my git ignore in here, specifically ignoring folders that are named archive. So that's why I make an archive folder. All right. So we're going to do a deployment. And I'm making the mistake of trying to do this with YAML again. Or using nano. I need to use code because code will do it the right way. So we are in deployments, dev services, drivers, and prod services. We're going to start in dev services. Okay. We already have our folder called Redmine. We have. But we don't, okay. We don't want that one. Well, we can use it as a reference. So we need a new file. This is going to be called first up is the archive. In the archive, we're going to do this stuff right off the top. And then we need a spec. Actually, we need all of this. Because we need the name, we need the namespaces. Yeah, we'll do one replica. Wow. You just put all of the things in there for me. Sure. Why are you like that? Isn't there an option here just to put the resource limits in? Oh, it did it all tab space. That's not good. Oh, well, okay, tab, 2 spaces, whatever. Oh, this is... This needs to go up top. Cleaned up. Awesome. The image is Redmine, but let's go here. What version of Redmine am I currently running? Useful information, right? Because I want to stay the same so I don't have to worry about migrating the database. The other good thing about this is I'll be able to finally get it into my SSL. Oops, sorry. All right. I think it's administration info. Redmine version is 5.0.4. Wow, really? And it's on like 5 dot something. Yeah, 5.1. I'm a little behind, huh? 5.0.4. I'm a year back. And that's the most recent. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. Do I want to lock myself into Bullseye? Well, what's latest run? .1.1 is the first one with vulnerability data. Standlib, rack, rdoc. Woof, that's not great. Let's see what this one is. Okay, but this is only if I'm actually running Postgres here. So I'm not too worried about that. Versions affected all, not affected none. Well, thankfully I'm not exposing this to the internet, but I'm exposing it to y'all, and y'all are the internet, I guess, huh? What is this? Improve grammar around tooling and security. Alright, it's still updated. What was that? There was something I saw. Like, nobody ever goes and checks these things, but there's a meme about curl should not be maintained by yeah, this one. All modern infrastructure. A project some random dude in Sweden has been maintaining since 1997. Oh, so true. This meme, it hits so close. There we go. This meme is basically like all of here. You have Kubernetes, you have Redmine, you have, I mean, this is the official Docker image for Redmine right here. And then you have this guy. I mean, how many people are actually working on this? Just some dude keeping the internet alive, as always. I always love going back. I know I'm going down a rabbit hole, but like this is 2017. How long has this one person been working on this little project? I shouldn't say it's a little project. I mean, obviously, one file changed. One file. The initial commit was one file. Love it. And that's it. Anyway. Actually, here, let me see if I can... That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So if I do this and this... we have the initial commit of one of these. All right, anyway. I'm done with that rabbit hole. Or am I? Yeah, I'm done with it. Now, where were I? I was here. And we were just making sure which image we were using. So we were going to use, I believe, 5.1. Right? Is that what we said? No. 5.1.1-bookworm or just 5.1.1. So it's 30, 40, 40. 30, 40, 40, 98. And this is 30, 40, 40, 98. Okay, so bookworm doesn't add anything. We're just going to do bookworm. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And I don't think we want this. That's not useful. Although we can go to this deployment and just compare what is done here. Component instance. All right, so we are going to want some of these labels. So let's just grab all of them. And then I can go back over here and data. We don't want helm. We don't want helm. I think this gets set on its own. We've already got the name. And I think that's it. And then annotations, we are going to need that to add the annotation. No, I don't think that gets added here. We'll figure that out. The revision doesn't matter. We don't have any annotations to add. Cool. right, so now spec, we have replicas 1. Our selector is match labels. We have app, Redmine, although we don't have it called app up here. So I think we just change it to this. So match labels there. So we have component instance and name, component instance. Fine, we'll do this. Okay, and then our template, they have metadata creation. They add labels to everything, component instance and name. We don't need that annotation. All right, then we have spec, which is going to be, we're going to need that PVC. Name, persistent volume. Okay. I might need to make a new claim name so it's not pulling from the same one. Because persistent volume claims are namespaced, but volumes are not. Okay, so I do need to make a new name claim, a new PVC in dev services. So let's edit you. And hop over here. We want to make a new file. You are going to be 100 pvc.yaml. You're going to be that. And that. Ooh, I wonder if that's going to be an issue. I'm going to go over to dev services real quick and like, oh, you're not a good one. Oh, well, I can look at you because you don't need to be there anymore. Bind completed, bind. I think I needed that in the annotations. I just needed name and namespace. Fineliners don't matter. That don't matter. Status is unusable. And volume name is the only thing that can go away, because that's already there. So, yeah. So just copy you, hop over here. Spec access mode, resources, requests, you can go away. That mutant time. And then barely got that mute off in time to finish my sentence. All right, so we've got our PVC, but we're not going to be in Redmine. We're going to be in dev services. We're just going to call you Redmine dev just so that we know what we're looking at. In this name dash dev. All right. Now we've got that out of the way. Back to the deployments. We've got there our ports. It says container port of 3000, but we need yeah, equals name. And then get rid of you. And I think protocol. Incorrect type. What is this talking about? I do think I'm going to have to change these labels up. Because I think all I really need is that. I think it's still complaining the same way. But I think it's fine. Okay. So I'll have to clone the secrets. That's not a big deal. The rest of these are the same. Now I wonder if I'm going to have to stop my Helm deploy to keep this from being stupid. Like I wonder about that with when I move Gatia into my main fold as well. We shall see. Alright, so after this we're going to do environment and the pasting. Everything else should be good. I'll have to copy that key. I'll probably do that off screen for obvious reasons. Right, and email I don't think I need. I'll have to change that mount path. What do they recommend? Alternative. So it needs to be at user source Redmine files, right? Okay. So I'll put you here. User source Redmine files. I'm wondering if that's going to end up needing a plugin specific directory. Yeah, we'll see. And I know I just took a break, but I need one more. So soon? No, not so soon. All right, so I've got... Did I copy all of this? Okay, I've copied there. We may as well grab the liveness probe and the readiness probe and all that fun stuff. We'll stick with, if not present, why not? Name. Wait, what? Did I grab this from the wrong spot? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, we all good there. When all else fails, cheat. Not worried about any of that. Should create that on its own. And then we just have to create the service. Which is easy enough as well. New file. And no reason not to cheat again. This will probably be needed, but I'm not dealing with it just yet. Don't need you. Spec ports. Wow, most of this is not going to be needed, but we'll copy it all and modify it. Lift and ship. Wait a second. Node port. We don't want a node port on this because we're not using a load balancer in this case. None of this is useful. None of this is useful. Actually, I think none of this is useful. Let me just compare that to what I got over here, just for the sake of argument. Nope, not over here. Over here. Let's look at one of these services. No, actually. Let's look at one of the services I made over here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. So all I care about is the selector. I should have just copied and pasted this one. I think I'm still going to. Paste. Now in this case though, it is, I believe, 3,000. We're going to start you with 80 just for the sake of argument. Actually, no, we're not. Because I think I want to do that in the ingress, right? Yeah. Alright, so right now the only thing I'm missing is the secrets. Which, like I said, I'm going to have to do that off screen. Easy enough, though. Let's see here. Oh, this also has... Oh, I forgot about that password on there. Okay, let me copy this over here real quick. Or not copy, move this over here. And this is a situation where I should have... I think I have an answer for this. I think I do. All right, give me a sec. That ought to keep you busy. Hey, Cyber Rat's back. How's it going? Can't complain too loudly. Well, I could, but there's a dancing cat. What's new with you? Ooh, new stuff? Oh, you've updated Proxmox? You know what's funny? I've don't hate me. I've never used Proxmox. I've read about it. I've just never done it. I should probably put it on my list, huh? Because everything says it's like it's better than fried cheese. And I'm like, fried cheese is pretty good. Of those, it's only Ansible that I really use. Cloud init reminds me, it always makes me think of the Ubuntu, when they tried to switch their networking thing so that you had to use whatever it was. I'm not thinking of it at all. Yeah, I've been trying to add just a stupid plugin. It's actually a paid plugin to Redmine, and found out that the Bitnami instance is interesting to work with. I was planning on just making my own container and installing the gem, but Bitnami doesn't make that easy on their version, and that's when I realized, like, why am I using the Bitnami version, which hasn't been updated since they were acquired by VMware, basically, and there's an official Docker version. So me, in the typical style of me, decided, you know what, I think I'm gonna try and transition everything over to the official Docker image instead, because why not? What else am I going to do today, right? And besides, I have a thing against using Helm charts for this stuff. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I feel like it hides, it obfuscates too much stuff. It reminds me of trying to fix I don't know, trying to solder with oven mitts on is what it feels like. So I take it, based on all of the smiley faces, your transition went well. Secret, okay, that should be fine. It's in there now. In theory, I run this guy. Let's get out of secrets. Let me make sure that I don't accidentally paste my Redmine secret. Bring you back. We're going to go to deployment. We're going to scale you down to 0. And hopefully give myself a quick double triple check. Dev services. Oh, that would have been an issue. Oh, well, that's a hell of a path. Yeah, well, like I said, Bitnami, I didn't even realize that Bitnami got bought by VMware before VMware got bought. Like, it's all so clear now, right? All right, let's see if I broke anything. Whoop. Unexpected. Wait, what? I thought I could do multiples like that. I needed a dash F for each one. Oops. Back to you. Let's go to our dev services. Redmine shows 0 of 1. Waiting is always fun. Of course the Redmine secret's not found because I renamed it to Redmine DB so that it would match. Why would I do that? I don't know why I would do that. It's right there, what? Wait, hang on. Alright, don't care about selector, don't care about, oh, we do care about templates, don't care about metadata. Redmine data, okay. Container, Redmine, resources, hide. Volumes. Alright. Oh. Okay. I don't know why that's true, but let's make it untrue. Go to secrets. We want a new secret. We're going to call you Redmine. The data that it's expecting is Redmine-password. And blah. Now try. Do it again, only better. Since I changed my audio settings, I noticed my numbers peaking when I was drinking, and I'm like, oh, nobody wants to hear that. I always have to remember to mute it. Secret Redmine not found. What are you talking about? I just made the secret. Didn't I? Did I not hit save? Oh, I put it in default like a nincompoop. And blah. And now let's go to default and go away. Do it again, only correctly this time. I've been trying to keep up with the fail counter, but I decided I need a button or something. Just a hotkey to click up my fail counter. What are you whining about now? Oh, just the Renee's Pope. That's understandable. Oh, no. So my intention was to use the exact same version of Redmine. I forgot, like I said, Bitnami is a year behind. I didn't use latest. I just looked for the last one with security data. It's still only 3 months ago old, so I may not have a rollback path. Yay! Hope it works. All right, it works. Well, okay, it goes green. Now comes the real test. We go here. And here. And we forward. And we open in browser. Oh yeah, because it's got a new name now. I need to hide in Redmine. There we go. Hopefully this works. Dang it. That is less than ideal. So, does that mean I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to log in as admin and hopefully change the passwords on the accounts? We'll find out in a second. That's weirding me out though. Current user anonymous. Back to the secret. That's where I'm going. DS1. Oh, I wonder if it gave me a problem because I started it with a... Okay. No, we're not going to save that. We're going to do temp password. I did 2 W's in password. I just all of a sudden can't type. Oh, no. I wonder if... All right. I think we can get rid of Dancing Cat for a second. I mean, everybody loves Dancing Cat. Of course. So this doesn't do anything. Good to know. Even though I made myself require it. Let's go back here. I'm going to scale you down to 0. I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to scale you up from 0. And I'm just going to hope that maybe Bitnami names the database differently, right? That's got to be what happened. Right? Right? I mean, it's probably actually here in this release file. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Maybe. Wait, because that's not the right one. Okay, I take it back. Everything's still terrible, horrible. Definitely. That's its IP. I'm not using this. It's an external. Okay, good. Okay. Whew. We're back to saved. Such a roller coaster. I know. I know. All right, so I can go back to my deployment here. And then we can change the version that we're installing so that it matches the version that's here. Which should be 5.0.4. Go back to our images. There we go. What? Why would I sign in? Tags. We need 5.0.4. Oh yeah, I was deciding whether I wanted bullseye, alpine. Wow, this has fewer vulnerabilities. I guess there's a reason why they stay a year behind. And it's not just because they have no choice. But we're going to do bullseye. Why not? There we go. There we are. Maybe we'll upgrade at a later date. So, database type. Oh, wait. No, ooh, what? Then why did that happen? Now I am concerned. Okay, my projects are still there. So what is different between these? It's okay. Luckily, it's just a dev instance, and it's for finding out things like this, right? All right, let's go back to dev. Don't need you, don't need you. Oh yeah, there's no releases there. Oh right, that's not gonna find me anything. But I am actually curious to see if this is going to... Okay. That's why. That's fine. I'm okay with that. This the gem puma more than once. So you should probably keep only one of them. That's fun. Okay. So that error message. Missing Redmine DB Postgres. I have Redmine. Okay, so that has Redmine database type. That. What do you look for? Oops. Database, don't care. Redmine DB. Username, password. So this has DB. Okay, but that's just pointing to itself. All right. So it's to create a data directory. Some Postgres. Postgres. Okay, so I need DB database. Oh, okay. I'm fine with this as it stands, though. At least for now. We have green. Port forwarding still happening. And but we need the other. We need 40109. Stop. Start. Okay. This is better because I can change those on the dev side or on the prod side, and it won't use the local database. And then, yeah, I do think that's better. Because here, I just want to see if a plugin works before I go and do something stupid. Now, yeah, but because I'm doing that, it's going to always be admin. Fair enough. I can deal with that. Now, what does the plugins directory on this look like? Go to the pods, go to this one. User source Redmine. Now I'm going to have files, right? Okay. Okay. So, how to change this up a little bit? I mean, do I just make the storage be plugins directly? Seems like the easiest way to go about it. Because the files folder's not useful. Unless they've added something in the interim that allows me to manage plugins. No, didn't think so. All right, so let's modify this again. And instead of mounting to files, spec files, where'd you go? Do I be blind? It feels like I be blind. There we go. I do that. So, and instead of being Redmine data, this just needs to be plugins. I feel like I'm going to need a data folder as well, but let's push that. And while we're waiting, we're going to have PPC. And the volume is going to be called... Crap, what was the volume called? Redmine dev. That one. Oh, good, I'm still in there. What are you talking about? I'm looking at it. What are you talking about? It doesn't exist. Oh. Hence the name change. Attention to detail. There we are. Alright, so in theory there's nothing here. if I copy the other one, which I believe is 820, yep. Right. Whew, the sneezes. All right, then we go to the deployment. In theory, restart the deployment. Does all the fake migrating. Come on. Man, this one takes forever. There we go. Green. All right. Now, reload. Oh, right. We also need to put forward, you stop, start, reload, admin, okay. Go to administration. Could not find table Kanban issue sizes. Okay. Luckily, I think I know why this is. I believe this is related to this guy. This. I need to set this to true. So we get to do it one more time, huh? And we get to watch the next one start up. which again is going to take forever. And once again, asking for your patience. What is that? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, it just won't let me open a picture in a new tab, but yeah. I am once again asking for you to wait for this bar to finish. How are we looking at logs here? It's about to go green, so let's back to port forwarding. You stop and start. And once again, admin. Yes, I know. There has to be a way to just pass this on. And it was probably in that list that I was just looking at. Alright, so now administration. Plugins. We have both of them. Kanban comes up, cool. This one comes up, cool. Agile boards loads, awesome. All right, and I can load the default. Sweet. It's like I got a car with doors now. All right. I also want to copy this. So this is going to be the test because this one, the Redmine checklist requires a custom gem file to be installed. So now, my guess is it's still going to break it, but at least I'm back to a place where I can start trying to fix that. So I need to restart the deployment. Sorry, guys. I know. But on the plus side, this might be interesting because this one might fail. I mean, if that makes you feel any better. We got our first restart. Warning, missing. Yep, we know that. But what's the error that it was giving? It popped an error for a second. Oh, there we go. What do you mean? caused by Redmine. Yeah, method requires Redmine up. Okay. Newer Redmine up gen version. So there is a version there. It just requires a newer one. So does that mean if I go here and I go back to that newest version, which was one of these? Actually, let's just go nuts. Ooh, oh, latest, not latest. Yeah, let's run this guy, see what happens. Because if that takes care of it, well, then that takes care of it. It's handled. Yeah. Almost forgot. I may need that just as a fade in. Like from the side, from the bottom, just slide up. Just be like, oop, we have logs. Give me logs. Hey. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So latest doesn't matter. All right. Well, I got where I wanted to get, which is I now have a dev version to screw around with that's not going to mess with my main version because I was tired of rebooting it and, well, not rebooting it, rebuilding it and hoping or seeing that, oh, it's not booting, and that freaking me out was less than ideal. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it today and pick it up tomorrow, go through all of the stuff, and see where we can build it from here. Thanks for CyberRat and Just Streaming Mania for swinging by and chatting. Always fun, always good talking. And I'm going to have to look into Proxmox just because, like I said, I haven't done it. And I don't know why I haven't done it. I just haven't done it. But thanks for giving me one more thing to look at, CyberRat. Or, well, I guess more making me guilt myself into looking at it because I've been meaning to. But you seem to have talked about it every time you've come in, so I should be able to say something intelligent about it. Other than, oh yeah, I've heard of that. So yeah, now I get to go move some couches and stuff. That's going to be relatives. Hey, can you help me move? I am once again asking. Yeah, that's got to become a thing. All right. I will hopefully talk to all y'all later. And take care.